How are you feeling?
Good. Very happy we got the win. Tired. But we did what we needed to do to get the win today, so I can't complain over here.
Yeah, what is the sort of the exhilaration of, to seeing that ending from the dunk, the J-Wash dunk to the J-Wash block? Like, what's the feeling like?
It's a huge sigh of relief. State's a good team. They compete. And their crowd, they're always a really good six-man whenever we come in here and play them. So they really boosted them in that run they made at the end of the game. But the fact that we were just able to persevere, get stops, and execute in the offensive end to end the game, especially considering something that we haven't been able to do in the beginning of the season, is big time.
Seth, seeing this team from a different perspective with being on the bench, what have you noticed? What did you notice when you were out? And then getting back, how did that kind of change your perspective or what you've been able to do?
One thing I noticed that I think we took a big jump that Notre Dame game. I think the Campbell and Louisville game, we were a little bit soft like we've been in the past few games. And we just weren't establishing any identity, but I think kind of against that Notre Dame game, especially in that first half, we really kind of started to establish some type of defensive identity as a team, and I think it's carried over since.
So you're ready to call yourselves a tough team? Are you ready to go there?
We're heading in that direction. I think we got a couple more steps to take, but we're absolutely getting there.
I mean, J-Wash has been at the center of that, man, with what he's been able to do at the rim. What have you seen from him these last few games?
His confidence. He's been the core of his defense the last week. He's been the core. He's been the heart of this defense, and just for him to be able to play with energy on the defensive end every single possession, I mean, it's huge for us. That's exactly what we need.
Yeah, you stepped into an enhanced role. He stepped into an enhanced role. What is that like when so many people expect you to come in right away and be good right away? What have you noticed about his journey and his progression?
People don't realize it's very hard to play here at the University of North Carolina. I mean, the pressure that gets put on us from the second we step on campus, from the expectations that are set from fans, coaches, ourselves, our parents, anybody, it's hard. And you feel that pressure, and then, maybe you don't perform as good as you can right away, like Jalen and I did our freshman year, and then you hear that hate. You hear that hate from the team. You hear that hate individually. So it's a lot of stuff that interferes with the positive process that you want to go through. So just for him to be able to persevere this year, he got a lot of hate this year. For me to be able to persevere, and for him just to be able to step into a bigger role this year, especially these last few games.
RJ, thank you.
It means everything. I mean, it makes me very, very happy to see, but it means everything to this team.
Did the ghost of James Okonkwo get you in practice? With the
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's all love.
Yep. I guess the ghost was in a human form. He must have possessed somebody else.
I asked him if the ghost of James Okonkwo got him in practice. What? Can you tell us what happened? Vin said you got hit in the head.
Yeah, I got hit in the head. I felt good. I've been hit in the head before, but it was just a lot of precautionary things. If I could die anywhere, it'd be on the basketball court. But
okay,
at this point in my life, I can't risk my life. I can't risk anything coming back too soon or coming back too early. So I have to put my safety first. But back now.
Yeah.
Someone landed on you today. It looked like you got your head.
Somebody landed on me today. Yeah. They
got up a little slow. Your hand goes back.
Yep, they got me.
It made you think a little bit?
It had me thinking. Yeah, but I'm all good though.
The fact that you had the concussion last year in practice, like, does it scare you? Like, that maybe you're susceptible to these.
It's just no. It's part of the game. How I see whatever happens. Whatever's meant to be, whatever will be meant to be. But just the player I am, the physical kind of guy
right.
I am. I'm always gonna be head first, diving into everything on the ground, being aggressive. So it's bound to happen, as it has a few times now.
I feel you. And what has it been like trying to get back? You're playing so well before. What has it been like trying to get back in sync? It looks like you've been a little out of sync.
Yeah.
Which is to be expected, obviously.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been tough. It's been tough. I went through it last year when I got hurt against Syracuse. I felt a horrible game. But what will help me is just practice and continue to get reps and just continue to be the player I've been all year. You know? So I'm not stressing about it too much. I didn't expect myself to come back and be the version I was before I was hurt, but it's definitely frustrating. But we're getting it. We're taking baby steps.
I'm not trying to make this all bad stuff here.
No,
It's just
absolutely.
we hadn't. Gotcha. We hadn't caught up. Do you guys want to get one in? I'm hogging it. Go for it.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, but Hubert in the press conference said that Jay Wash has kind of waited his turn. What have you seen from him, just adjustment-wise, confidence-wise, just any adjustments he's made in the last few games?
I think he's been really defensive-minded these last couple of games, and it's really helped him to kind of not even take off on just the offensive game, but just take off with his whole game. It's allowed him just to play free, express himself, play with the emotion that he always wants to play with, and it's really worked out with him. He's probably had, 13 blocks in the last 3 games now or something like that?
Something like that. He had 9 coming into today.
Yeah, and I'm not
and
sure
3 or 4
he had a few
today.
today. So, I mean, his just himself just embracing that role that we kind of want him to be, and that leader we want him to be on the defense, and that has been huge.
Seth, because you dealt with this last season, does it make trying to get back up to speed any easier? Is it sort of a template you can follow?
Absolutely, there's definitely a template. One thing I think that's a plus for me this year is I'm definitely in a bigger role. So my opportunities to get in the rhythm, my opportunities just to find myself and get myself going, that's there way more than it was there last year. So I think it's definitely a better situation for me this year. But I've been here before, I know how it goes, so I'm not stressing.
Thank you, Seth.